So let's continue on. Here we get some background on what this facility actually is doing, the whole dimensional traveling thing. I don't know why we needed the Ultra Beasts, but we did. This was fast. It usually takes one more turn. But at least here house Pokemons are useful. He will be way less useful here. If you check all the wall there, or the next room where Albino Dude stood, you get more info on his dog Pokemon or whatever. There, at this point, the scientists give you healing if you need. The Faba, the green sunglasses guy, is making a rebellion here, or something or another. The head scientist lady, the albino mother, went all crazy. This is a pretty hard battle, by the way. Not just because these two, but because immediately after... Oh, not this one. The next one. Okay, whatever. It's nice you spotted. The program recognized that I don't have the actual starter, but what I have instead. So this is, first we have a double battle, and then we have another double battle with this evil scientist. He's just greedy and all that kind of shit, so he's not that evil, but you know how it goes. This one can paralyze you, of course it did. This whole side can paralyze you. Very annoying with a physical build. Oh, I should put on the second Pokemon. Okay. Whatever. Not a big deal. I definitely don't want to be paralyzed for the next one. So I'm taking it away. These consecutive battle happens like at most 3 times in the game, so you don't have to worry about going above the first level of affection. So we are not actually breaking the rules. Oh, fuck it. It doesn't really matter. If you are a special build, you want to attack the bug. I should have used Thief. That's super effective, yeah. With the physical build, you want to attack the right side because they are more damaging. But the left side takes away your damaging power if you are special, so you are trying to do that. Too bad there aren't very many hit everything moves here, but if you have, I don't know, like either faint or there is a dark type move that can hit both. That can be good, or you are using Swift or something. If you have a weak Pokemon, this can really go to down the drain. So I'm putting it down. On the two side you can pick up some bullshit. I don't need them. Watch the third one's dialogue. It says, I won't even fight you, I see what you did. I just suck. I like that kind of humor. These guys are not too interesting, but whatever damage they can do to you, you will feel it if you try to fight Guzma without healing up. So if you are doing a normal run, go back and heal, because Guzma really buffed up his team here. He has serious punching power. Nothing that can stop us now, but otherwise. Yeah. All of these bugs can hit you, and this is fast, and can make the whole team fast, and that sometimes freezes you, which is bloody annoying. We fight the Ultra people now. Again, they don't have new Pokemon, just the same, but as said, they will throw a new consumable on it, so it's fine. I don't care. Sure, annoying, but I'm faster and I know my game, so. The sad thing is, the next room has the albino girl, but she does not patch us up. And we are just left this way. And we are fighting the albino mother right on the other side, and that's just not good news. So if you go there unprepared, you will be wrecked. Of course, there will be a bunch of dialogue. And her Pokemons are a massive wall. Not truly because of the damage. The damage could be okay, but all the Pokemons are bloody huge. And there is all this annoying cutscene. By the way, this Pokemon on the hibernation, you could read them in the school back in the first island. There is a game book there. You know, if you do this, turn to this page. If you do that, turn to that page. It's a funny Easter egg. Part of the school quests. I always do that in one go, but someone should check out what happens if you come back there during the daytime, because the quest or at the school, it's a sub-questor actually, because the wolves quest start at the beach, whatever, only should exist during the day for story reasons. And this can confuse us and all that kind of nice things. This is huge. Great, and it's healing. Not that I really care, but I saved. Probably Brick Break would be even better by eyeballing it, but Return is definitely a high quality move, and you can metronome all of them because nothing resists it. Of course, because I'm barely doing battles, my friendship level is surely not as high as could be, so that can also be a factor. And they are gone. Of course they will be back just a little bit later. It still does nothing, and if I remember correctly, it still have no moves. It's just bullshit. And in the first area, which is mandatory fight, there is no metapod or things like that, so getting rid of all the splash move PPs would not be viable. So it's if you're starting from level 5, it just won't work. Oh, this way. The only thing I'm sad to not show is the twilight sky. That's really beautiful. It's only lasts for, I don't know, on 1 time speed, like maybe 30 minutes if you are lucky. So sometimes they really did the maximum, other times they barely doing the minimum. I don't know what's up with the Pokemon games. But we got to the final island with this one, and I'm not loading this place. There would be no point, that there is no move here. I tend to not care for how Lily is more of the character. I care to develop a story, even if, you know, it's inconsequential and I'm just clicking it away, but still. Oh no. Duck is always the second option here, just to mess with you. And we are on the 4th island. There is a bunch of loot in the village if you want. You still won't be able to get all the sticker Pokemons, which the whole purpose of the sticker Pokemon would be to buff up your team. But no, the last one is in the post game. Fuck you, Nintendo. More useless talking. No one cares. Yeah, this is the last master trainer, the fairy gym leader if you want. There isn't many fairy Pokemon in the game, even though they were the... whatever. Do we want this? Whatever. I don't think we want anything from this shop, but I will check. Special moves, recoil moves. But what I wanted, one move from this place. I guess I won't need it, but technically, if we will need it, better have this one, because one of the Elite Four has a Pokemon that instantly starts with, and it's the first Pokemon of his, starts with a condition move. Here is the beach. We won't need this, but whatever. I guess we don't need this, but we are doing it anyway. Yeah, it's every 2 turns it does this protect thing, because it wants to poison us. As said. That shouldn't matter, but yeah, sometimes trainers can do this. We are definitely going back to the healing center. And we are picking up our second Pokemon. I'm not... Yeah, I did not learn my lesson. But this didn't waste our time, because we would have fought that NPC anyway. This is mandatory for what I want to do. Oh, for fuck's sake. I didn't pick it up. I didn't pick it up. Put it there. Thank you. So this is not mandatory, but because I'm figuring out if a Pokemon can do it in itself, I better do it. We will pick up an optional item with this. Okay. We are going back Put down the second Pokemon. Finally for good. Heal a backup just to be sure. Okay. We go here. Right. Bump into a random Pokemon. Of course it had to be Drizzle. Just to waste a couple of seconds. We fight this one. I don't care very much. Of course this will hurt us too. I don't think this has static on it. But of course has. Fuck you. But we are prepared. There is somewhere an optional NPC which has this type of egg Pokemon way in shiny form, just to present you the shinies. It doesn't look bad. Unfortunately, when it grows into a palm tree, it loses most of its appeal. Very similar to the Golduck Psyduck situation. This house is worth looting normally. By the way, from the beaches we might want the elemental punches: fire, thunder, ice. Fire and ice from the second island, the thunder, the lightning damage is on the third, because why not? And there we also have tail options: aqua tail and iron tail. I will figure it out whether we need it at the Elite 4. These are very on the nose. Why do we need this? This works on a special terrain and this one can push stuff. Why do we need 4 Pokemon for walking on land? I just don't get it. So, considering the TM and move tutor moves, this Pokemon is very simple. Although if I would play normally, I would definitely pick up some special moves just because I can, and some of them come early, like Thunderbolt. Yeah, the story is this island did not have a Kahuna island master, and this dwarf girl got promoted just right now, so it's conveniently we can finish the trial, the island trials, because the gym thing is another, the Elite Four thing is a different system. So The game actually has kind of a story. Okay, we fly back here. And what we want to do is not go to the girl. You know what? I don't care. I am curious. Maybe we can win some seconds here. First, let's go and get rid of some bugs. You know which is the most inaccessible player? I mean, NPC trainer. It has the same character skin like this guy who brought us through this mini island. Of course, this does not have a waypoint, so we always have to use him. It's very annoying. During the water trial, you meet the guy, but you can fight him only after you finish the water trial and only during rain time because reasons. It reminds him to his lost love, so it's like the angel's cry and that kind of metaphor thing, but it makes him very inaccessible. For the post game, there is a whole new episode. You are fighting Giovanni and all the evil team leaders from the previous games. Literally all of them. And then you can fight all the masters of the roots to fight their master. It's very kind of, so it's hard battle. It's that boss is hard. You feel you accomplished something. Then you can go capture the legendary. Getting into the cave is the bigger problem, I say. One of the NPC guarding that cave is... I don't care. I care, okay. There's a very strong fire attack. That's, if you have especially double weakness, that can be a serious problem. This is why we fought all the trainers in this area previously, including the double battle. The gimmick here is each of these birds have this focus sash thing, so they always survive one hit. Then they confuse us and hope we knock ourselves out, but that usually don't happen. Again, some Pokemon, they can be very annoying and on the brink even with level 100, but usually it's just hitting through the confusion. But this wind attack, that can hurt sometimes. Apparently not this one. And this is a ghost type, so if you brought here the wrong Pokemon, then you lost. And we get a focus sash, which can be good against Ultra Necrozma. Now where do we go now? I know. We are flying back to the totem place. Not totem Pokemon, but Guardian Temple thingy this year. Just so we can't cross grass. You know, random Pokemon and things. This theme is a nice inclusion narratively, and actually prevents Ditto to solo the game through. First you fight this one, and then you fight all of them, giving their Pokemon to this one guy. It's very emblematic and stuff. You don't have to metronome everything here or otherwise. Sometimes you can only solve these puzzles, I consider these fights puzzles, with alternating moves, switching to other moves, or using always the super effective move, and not just blindly rely on metronome that sometimes doesn't work. I guess she now gives you the Poison Z crystal or something, and tries to talk us to saving his brother from the whatever dimension he's stuck in.